Welcome to the Sellernomics podcast, sharing valuable tips and information in the Amazon and e-commerce space. Each week, we deliver the best interviews with some of the top Amazon personalities in the industry to help you grow your business. Today's episode is brought to you by Gatita, the global leader in FBA auditing and reimbursements. And now, here is your host, Rob Stanley.
And of course, our other amazing host, Lisa Kinski, is also here. We're going to get that intro
morning.
fixed. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to another great episode. We got a fun one today. This is a really fun one. So if you guys aren't familiar with Shawn Hart of Post Purchase Pro, you're going to get to meet him. And he is absolutely a fun guy to meet. Very knowledgeable. It's been around quite a long time, especially in the area of, I would say, marketing or email marketing or marketing in general. I'm going to put that. I'm not going to just specify that. But today we will be talking about how to build an Amazon buyer list for email marketing. Let's bring Shawn into the studio. Hey, Shawn, how's it going?
Hey, Shawn.
How's it going? Hey, thanks for having me here, Lisa and Rob. Been so looking forward to this. I think we scheduled this about 6 months ago to the date, and it's been a long time coming. So really looking forward to it, guys.
Absolutely.
We're super happy to have you here.
Yeah, Shawn's great. We were talking to Shawn actually beforehand. Plus, I get to hang out with Shawn a lot of times at a lot of shows, and we're always some great information. And we'll get into your background because I also want to talk a bit about kind of how you got started. But let's jump right into it and let's start talking about like building this buyer list. And maybe let's start off with just, I'm going to softball one to you. Why build a list? Why should these Amazon sellers be buying a list? I'm sure there's a long answer, and feel free to give the long answer on that, Shawn.
Perfect, Rob. So I'm glad you asked the perfect question. Why build a list? Well, there are a couple reasons. Number one, it's because no one else is doing it, man. And, you know, when everyone else zigs, we tend to zag, and that's where we pick up a lot of extra cash. My co-founder of Post Purchase Pro was my business partner in the Amazon business. And Seth and I, starting in 2014, got together and launched 351 private label products in just 10 months. And we kind of accidentally discovered the value of having a buyer list from Amazon. So what happened, in a funny, but also true story, our friend, which you already know, Charles Livingston, who is founder of Life Boost Coffee, he walks into our office one day, Rob, and he says, "What the heck is this pile of cards here on the desk?" In our reception area. We had physical office back then. And I said, "Well, Charlie, they're warranty registration cards for that product, you know, that bamboo pillow that we're selling." And he picks it up and it's like name, address, phone number, email. He's like, "What do you do with these?" And I said, "Well, the girl over here, she puts them in a database every day. And then sometime between now and never, we intend to reach out and ask for a product review." And he virtually slapped me. He's like, "Are you stupid? Do you realize how valuable that is?" And I said, "No, what do you mean?" Well, apparently, Charlie, being in the e-commerce space for a long time, I came in from physical products offline, so I knew the value of a customer list, but I didn't put it together, man. I didn't realize that our Amazon customers could also be marketed to through email. So I said, "Well, what do you mean, Charlie?" So we go to lunch and he says, "Here's what I'm going to do, guys. Trust me on this. I'm going to create a brand avatar for you." That's where the Sleepy Panda was born. And I'm going to send out a couple of emails campaigns just to see if we can get your customers to come back and buy more. So I'm boarding a flight in Atlanta. I don't know if you've ever been to Atlanta. I know you have, about every other day, because, you know, as the old saying goes, I don't know where I'm going to go when I die, but I guarantee you it'll be through Atlanta, right? So I'm boarding the plane in Atlanta and I'm walking down the jet bridge and Seth calls me, goes, "What the heck did you do?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Log into the Seller Central app right now and check it out." So I log in and we'd booked like $12,000 or $13,000 in sales for a product that normally sells about $1,000 a day. I was like, "I don't know what happened." So I refreshed the screen. It's like 14,000. And then as I'm taking my seat, he's like, "It's already at 16,000. Should I shut it down?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, I think we got hacked." And I said, "All right, calm down. What did you do different?" He said, "The only thing I can think of is that stupid email that Charlie sent out pushing our pillow at a 10% discount." And that's exactly what it was, Rob. So that day we picked up an extra $22,000 in sales on Amazon for a product that the customer had already purchased at least once. That's when I was sold, man.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And it's funny you mentioned going through Atlanta. I live just outside of Atlanta. I'm in Duluth.
Okay.
And so whenever I travel anywhere, I'm expecting Hartsfield Jackson. And then I get to every other airport and I'm like, "This is tiny. What are y'all talking about?" They're talking about how busy it's going to
Exactly.
be. I'm like, "Y'all ain't been to Atlanta."
Exactly.
But no, that's an awesome story. But how are you getting these customer like contacts from Amazon? Because don't they kind of own all of that data? How are you able to even access
They
that?
do. But Lisa, the reason why Uncle Jeff wants to own the data is because it's so stinking valuable. When a customer makes a purchase on Amazon, that becomes Amazon's customer, right? It's not our customer. So a lot of sellers out there are confused. They're thinking maybe creating a customer contact list from your Amazon sales may be against terms of service or against the law or going to annoy a consumer. But here's what we do. We do the exact same thing that every single consumer packaged goods company all over the planet does. I challenge you right now to find any name brand household consumer packaged product, even this one, this bottle of water here, that doesn't have some form of contact information. Comments and questions. Here's a toll-free number. Here's a QR code to scan. Here's an email address for customer service. That's not against terms of service, guys. What's against terms of service is using a product insert to circumvent Amazon's sales process, or worse, manipulate reviews. All we do, guys, is give more value, enhance the customer or the user experience, and provide world-class customer service. That's it. For the pillow that I was talking about, what we were doing, we had what we called a gold card that said if you register your pillow, then we extend your warranty from 1 year to 5 years. That's customer service. That's not circumventing Amazon's system or manipulating reviews. It's simply customer service. All right. You go buy a pair of Nike sneakers, Rob. I know you wear Nike, right? If there's a QR code and a flyer in the box that says, hey, scan the QR code and you can download the new Nike free app. Is that against terms of service? No. It's enhancing the user's experience, and that's how we're doing it.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about terms of service on this. So as you know, I came from Feedback Wiz, the old Feedback Wiz days and stuff. And, we would talk about this a lot, that it really comes down to, if you're going to do a warranty card, that's fine. You got to make sure that the landing page you send them to is for the warranty information to fill it out. You're not asking for more stuff. Just get the warranty information on that warranty page. You could do follow-ups later once you've got that information, if you want to. Follow-ups to either buy another product from you or another product that's, similar to what you have, or maybe launched a new product.
Yep.
Don't go asking for reviews. Don't put stars on there. Don't try to manipulate or come up with tricky words that are trying to manipulate getting that rating. Just do it as a warranty. The way I see it is just like you said. So when I was running my company, I was doing more money off Amazon than on Amazon when I had my company. But we did the same things. Actually, it was pretty big. You got to remember, I ran that company a lot of years, but it was like 60,000 people on my opt-in email list. And we would hit them once a month with our newsletter. Always had a code on there for the discount. And we would generate probably $5-6 grand a month extra just from that one newsletter that took me 15 minutes to put together, 20 minutes to put together. So it was like, it definitely is a benefit there. It's just a matter of doing it right. And you're doing it exactly correct. And so let's talk a little bit, what other things, let's talk a little more about like what other things might be against Amazon's term of service.
Okay,
so let's give the don't list right now.
Let's do that. So the biggest mistake folks make with inserts, and that's the whole reason why I rebranded product inserts, and we'll talk about that in a moment. I have some samples right here in front of me. Yeah. It's a total rebrand. It's a reframe. All right. What people are doing wrong, just like you said, Rob, they're like, hey, come pick up a free unit and leave me a 5-star review and I'll give you a freebie. Or, hey, let me take you to my Shopify store to make another purchase. All right. Here's what we can't do. The 3 things that I know for sure, or 4 things. Number 1, Amazon's customer centric. We know that. So we have to provide excellent customer service. In our case, we go above and beyond by providing more ongoing value to enhance the user experience with the product, lowering bad reviews, virtually eliminating returns. Number 2, you can't redirect the traffic to an off-site store. Number 3, you can't manipulate the review process. Don't ask for reviews, guys. If you provide enough value and you build some rapport with the customer, reviews will come naturally. And the fourth and final is, don't try to circumvent the sales process. What a lot of people are getting wrong is they think, oh, I'm going to pull one over on Bezos here. I'm going to send him over to eBay or to my Shopify store to make a sale, save the 15%. Well, you're literally shooting yourselves in the foot if you're doing that, because Amazon rewards us for external traffic back to the platform. So all of our landing pages only deliver one high value promise, whether it's a warranty, a VIP club, something to enhance the product, and I have some examples. but we never ask them to go purchase anywhere else. In fact, Rob, every single email that we send, and we deal with almost 400 clients around the world through Post Purchase Pro, only thing we do is email marketing. So we definitely have our finger on the pulse there. We never put a message in front of anyone without making an offer. It's ridiculous. It's like an evangelical Christian is not going to stand in front of a crowd and not make an offer, right? We're going to talk about Jesus at some point. You're never going to put me in front of the crowd without making an offer, which I have a mafia offer for you guys today. All free, of course. Don't freak out and run away. But we call it, are you ready for this? An attention-getting marketing device. What is an attention-getting marketing device? It's an insert that rides along with the product, but something like this that makes a promise. Hey, Rob, thank you for purchasing X. To get the maximum results out of this product, we highly suggest that you go here and watch this instructional video that could save your life and save your warranty. This is not a typical product insert. When you open this up, it literally pops out at you and gives you a message that's not about me, the seller. It's about you, the buyer. And that's the difference. It can't ever be about you. You have to provide value and a ton of it. And if you don't, then you're doing it wrong. Look at this insert. Now, this would only be for a very expensive product, of course, but you open up this brochure and look, it's a video.
Yep, I've seen this.
Yes,
wow.
A video brochure. That, my friends, is an attention-getting marketing device, not an insert. What are you doing wrong? You're allowing your Chinese manufacturer to write your insert for you. Hey, please go leave us a review, get a new product. Hey, me, opt in. Let me spam you. That's the wrong way to do it. That's what's against terms of service.
And
okay, Lisa, is it just me? What? How cool was the first one? So I got to describe this. That. Let me describe this to people that are listening on our podcast. So think of it, let's call it a 4x6 square little box looking thing with a slide out. Okay. And then as he's sliding it out, these two objects literally jump out that are like square little cubes. And that's the registration cards, and they literally popped up. Like if you didn't, you probably heard it, but how cool was that? Oh man, Shawn, I have not seen that. I've seen the video once, but that was cool. That was.
I'm going to show you where to get those. Don't worry.
Those. That's amazing. that
awesome.
Because that little stuff like that brings me joy. That would definitely.
That's exciting, isn't it, Lisa?
Make a difference. 100%.
Does that get your attention? Yes.
Oh,
is
absolutely.
It a marketing device? Yes. Attention-getting marketing device. You're gonna not only acknowledge the existence, you're going to read the message on the marketing device and take action because I make you front and center. I make you the number one priority as a consumer. It's all about enhancing your experience. It's not about me until after I get you on my list. And then it's about me.
So Shawn, I have one follow-up question when we're talking about terms of service. I want to stay on this for a second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're going to do a warranty card in your Amazon packaging, and I'm not going to go too deep into that, but if for any reason you're selling your item, let's say through your Shopify store, you need to have that exact same warranty card in there, because I have heard, or even through your website, if you have your own website, because I have heard that Amazon sometimes will go buy from your other website or your Shopify store to verify that you're not sending in specialty packaging just to target Amazon. Which, to be honest, if somebody buys it off my site, I still want their information. So I don't see why you wouldn't want a warranty card anyways. Is that correct, or am I off on that?
Well, I have not heard that, Rob, but what we do 100% across the board is we make sure that all the messages are congruent, whether it's on the attention-getting marketing device, whether it's on my follow-up email campaign and the landing page. You know, what you don't want to do is take someone to a landing page where they can sign up to get a coupon, or join your buyer's list for a free product, or redirect to your Shopify store. Our landing pages are super streamlined, and they only make one offer. It's a very compelling offer, and it pushes the customer to engage. Then we immediately deliver through email and or text, because if you sign up to receive something, like on my pop-up insert that I just showed you, if you sign up to receive something, what we found, if I can immediately deliver that to your inbox, and on the next page where you're expecting to receive that valuable video I told you to watch for your new weighted hula hoop exercise program or something, I don't deliver it on the page. This is secret ninja stuff here. The next page says, hey, Rob, thank you for opting in to receive the video. Go check your email. I just sent you this super important message. This is what it looks like. So we're spiking your sender reputation by hacking the SMTPs of the world, the Gmails, the Hotmails, the Yahoos, because they see you're going to immediately go to your inbox, open the email, and click the email. I'm relevant, I'm trustworthy, and I'm valuable. Boom, right there, my friend. All my future messages are being delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Lisa has a question. We're going to take a quick break and come right back. And Lisa has another question for Shawn. Hang tight, everybody.
Today's episode is brought to you by Getida, the global leader in FBA auditing and reimbursements. Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at Getida.com/Sellernomics.
Yeah, so take advantage of that $400 special offer. Head on over to Getida.com/Sellernomics. And really quick, for those that are listening, we have Shawn Hart of Post Purchase Pro, and we're talking about how to build an Amazon buyer list for email marketing. And I think Lisa had a question for Shawn. And how fun is this, Lisa, right? We're having a good time here.
Amazing. I love this episode. And I do have a question, but first, a word to the wise. Do not look up one of those weighted hula hoop exercise things. That is the only ad you will be served on any social media account for the rest of time. I have made that mistake.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously this is a super impactful, super effective, use these value added marketing. What did you call them again? I'm sorry.
Attention getting marketing device.
Attention getting marketing device. What are the average results? Like, what's the return that you guys see after you have a brand implement something like the pop-up or the video?
So let's go back to our first marketing device. It was a gold card offering the extended warranty on the pillow. We had 250,000 or so orders, and we had about 20, I think when Charlie sent that first email, it was 20 or 25,000 or so opt-in. So about 10%, we'll say, but that was before I figured it out. Now, on average, we're seeing up to 30 and sometimes 40% opt-ins across the board for the clients' accounts that we manage. Not all products are alike. If you buy a claw hammer, or what we call a dumb product like a doorstop, chances are you're not going to opt in to extended warranty. But the higher the value, the higher the emotion attached to it, and the higher the pain that we're solving, the more likely we're going to get an opt-in. So I would say just across the board, don't be surprised if you get about a 25% opt-in rate. The best of the best that we do is 40%, and sometimes they're as low as 10 to 12%, depending on the product, especially exercise products. We love those the best because those are the best one, or the easiest one to get an opt-in. Email open rates are going to fluctuate along with the category. So supplements and weight loss and fitness products are going to get a higher open rate versus dumb products like a claw hammer. If you don't know how to use a claw hammer, then maybe you shouldn't be ordering on Amazon. Maybe go down to the local flea market, right, Rob? So the more complicated or sophisticated or more moving parts or technology in a product, the more compelling we can make the offer to go watch a video or get an extended warranty, something like that. Does that answer your question, Lisa?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It does.
So,
Rob, did you have a question, I think?
Yeah, I do. Shawn, so I'm kind of wondering, why do you feel that maybe people aren't taking advantage of this as much? Do you think it's maybe some of the stuff we talked about with the terms of service, or they're just not familiar or have time to do it? What's your thoughts on that? And then, why aren't they? Because the numbers you just gave are incredible. That I would love to get extra 10% of people clicking through and buying stuff, or even up to 40%. That's huge.
Well, since we work with hundreds of sellers all over the world in every single category on Amazon, let's not just talk about my opinion. Let me give you the facts why people aren't doing this. Number one, they don't know how. Number two, they think it's against the rules, against terms of service. They're going to stress their customers out or make someone angry or get reported, right? The biggest reason why people don't do this is lack of know-how. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to write copy. They don't know how to create landing pages. They don't know how to make an insert. On my attention getting marketing device, make it easy for you, Lisa. Let's just call it an insert, right? Now that we're all grown up here, they don't know how to create an insert that compels action. A lot of Amazon sellers that come into our program, because we create the insert for them. We write the landing pages and funnels for them. We create all the email marketing based on historical data, not guessing or theory. So they'll come into the program and say, oh, well, I've had an insert for years and my opt-ins are abysmal. I'm getting 0.01% opt-in. And then you look at the insert, it's not an attention-getting marketing device. It's printed on black and white. half a sheet of paper and it's all about them. Thank you for your purchase from my small mom and pop company from Podunk, Kentucky. We appreciate your business and my family's business. Oh my gosh, I'm falling asleep here. And then there's no clear offer. There's no call to action. It's just, hey, if you feel like it, send me an email and I'll add you to our list. You have to say, look, thank you, Rob. Here's what I'm promising you. Here's how to get it. Period. Keep it simple. It's not either opt in here or follow me on Facebook or like me on TikTok or, send me a message on Facegram or something like that. It's no, what am I getting? How do I get it? Period. If you want this, go here and do it now. Now you've seen me do presentations and live events. I get the highest opt-in rate, 80 to 90% opt-in, scanning my QR code. You're going to see it in next week in Austin. You'll see the entire room pull out their phones and scan my QR code because I'm making a mafia offer and I'm making it brain dead simple to act on. And I'm making it an offer that they simply can't refuse. That's what we call a mafia offer. Have you read Private Label Millionaire Secrets?
I don't think I've had that yet. No,
I have not had a chance to read that. Is it me or him?
I think it's you.
I think it's you. I can hear him. Oh no. I don't know what just happened.
When I reached for the book, I hit the mute button. That's all. Just
there we go.
It needed a technical.
He was trying to mute me.
I reached over.
Hey, Shawn, now that we have you on, pull the book up again. Describe to everybody the book. Tell them how they get it. Tell them what it's about.
This is Private Label Millionaire Secrets. This is my second book about Amazon. My business partner, Seth, and I co-authored this book. And this basically documents the entire journey of launching over 1,000 private label products on Amazon over 8 years, building 53 unique brands, and exiting 17 of those businesses for millions. It's all in the book. We talk about how to build a customer list, how to create listings that can't be competed with, how to launch a product and be successful every time. It's all in there. But the reason I ask is because if you read the book, then we can talk about it. Have you read the book, Rob?
I have not had a chance to read the book, but it sounds like I need to. And then I need to find out, is there a section in there about using the YouTube to utilize some of this marketing also?
No, there's not a section in there. But
okay, well, you and I are going to talk next week then.
Let's do that. So I tell the story on there about creating a brand back in 2011 when, well, actually in 2008, I discovered the value of a customer list because I was in the durable medical equipment business selling disposable medical supplies. So, basically you sell a customer once, you get paid theoretically forever, right? So in 2008 or so, I started a company where we were selling small space heaters. Well, this is where I learned the real value. Our space heaters came with a warranty registration card in the back because we genuinely wanted to provide excellent service and we genuinely wanted to create a great brand and a good name. Well, I ended up putting together a list in the first couple of years of about 70,000 opt-ins. Like this was old school, Lisa. They would fill out a card and mail it in. And then I had data entry people were actually putting those into a spreadsheet. Well, I was getting ready to sell that business in 2011. I think we started negotiating in 2010, the private equity. And I created a postcard because we needed to boost our sales to show the revenue growing as we're going into an acquisition. Makes sense? So we sent out a postcard, ugliest postcard you ever saw. If you email me, I'll send you a copy of it so you can add it to the show notes. But basically, it went out to my customer list. Every single time I send the postcard, we would do $400,000 to $500,000 in sales, just boom, immediately. Same customer list, same postcard. I send this thing like every 2 to 3 weeks, anytime we need a boost in sales. Every time I sent it, exact same results, $400,000 to $500,000 in sales. So when I went to sell that business, I was able to command a higher multiple. That was like a 8-figure exit for me back in my early days. But that right then and there told me the value of a customer list. And that was just a tiny percentage of the heaters that we sold actually opted in. So here's the thing. A buyer in motion stays in motion, right? If I purchase your product, I'm the best person. I'm best suited to purchase more of the same, right? Because I already know, like, and trust you. And the sad part about it is, Lisa and Rob, is people are just not taking advantage of that human nature of wanting to do something that's familiar with something that we already trust, an experience that we've already had with a brand that we've already done business with. And it's already there. So think about, here's what I want you to think about when you go to bed tonight. This should keep you awake. If you're not building a customer list that you can tap into every single week, every month to create additional sales on Amazon, then you're literally waking up every single morning unemployed, depending on Amazon to bring more traffic to create more transactions. See, we're not in the Amazon business, Rob. We're not focused on creating transactions on Amazon. We're focused on building a brand and building a customer relationship with every single buyer so that we can tap into that relationship anytime we'd like to generate more sales. How do I know if you want to buy more than one pillow or claw hammer or pump handle or pizza cutter? It's not up to me, Rob, to answer the question. It's up to me to ask the question. Let the consumer answer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, we're going to take a quick break. And right after this break, we come back with more of Shawn Hart from Post Purchase Pro.
Did you know that Amazon probably owes you money for FBA reimbursements? Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at Getita.com/Sellernomics.
Yeah, so once again, I have Shawn Hart from Post Purchase Pro. We're talking about how to build an Amazon buyer list for email marketing. Some great content is being thrown out here. If people are not listening or not paying attention to this, you're going to want to go back and definitely check out his book too. Give me the name of the book one more time.
Private Label Millionaire Secrets.
And I assume you could buy it on Amazon.
It's available on Amazon. I think it's on sale right now for $3.99 going into $1 Billion Summit.
There you go.
Ooh,
there you go. I'm going to have to go
steal.
Get that. I'm going to be on a lot of plane flights, so I need to get that.
5-star review, buddy. 5-star review. It's available paperback, hard copy, Kindle, and audio. And it's my soothing redneck tone reading the book. So you can't go wrong.
I want the audio
Love
version.
that.
That's definitely it. I'm getting the audio version for sure. That'll be perfect because I got lots of flights coming up. I'm going to listen to Shawn in my ear for hours talking. So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's about 3.5 hour listen, 4-hour read, man. So there
you can finish that up on one flight, man.
Yeah, that'll be one flight. I think I can get that before I get to $1 Billion Seller Summit. So, okay, let's go into a little bit. Shawn was already starting to tell a lot of his background and everything. Tell us some more about your background. What led the whole process to Post Purchase Pro? And I know that when I was at Feedback Wiz, we did some stuff with you guys when you were Quick, Fast, Hurry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And I remember getting emails and here's Shawn. He's like, and it wasn't maybe you directly, but I'm getting emails from them. They're like, you need to push out this many emails this week, this many that week, this many. I'm like, dang, we're going to get banned if we pushed out that many emails.
We're doing millions of emails every day now, my friend. So here's what I say. True. I'll never do anything to you that I won't do for you. So if you get on my mailing list, beware. There's always an unsubscribe button. But yeah, so before I got into the Amazon space, I was the way we grew our business and our products and our brands was through direct response marketing. That is on television, newspaper ads, TV ad, or radio ads, things like that. Well, the entire business not only needed, but depended on the ability to create what we call back-end sales. That is, we would spend, at one point, we were spending over $1 million per week on television advertising to promote my heater. It was called iHeater. You can check it out on YouTube. There's some of my old commercials on there, like iPhone, but iHeater. But we would spend $1 million, we'll say, in television ads. And sometimes, Rob, this is crazy, I know, but the direct sales allocated to that ad on the front end would only be less than $1 million. Like we couldn't even liquidate our ad cost, let alone the cost of the product. But thanks to having a robust back-end marketing department, upsells, downsells, cross-sells, follow-ups, retargeting, we were able to make every single customer more valuable over time and keep them in the funnel longer. So here's a complete reframe for your Amazon business. You guys are just getting me warmed up for this 5-hour webinar I'm getting ready to host. So thank you for that. Here's a reframe. Instead of focusing on Amazon as your core business, your transaction machine, what we do is we use Amazon as a profitable customer acquisition channel. Let me repeat that. We approach Amazon as a profitable customer acquisition channel. While every other company in the world are paying to bring new customers into the sales funnel, if you're selling products on Amazon at a profit, Amazon is paying you to acquire new customers. It's absolutely ludicrous. You're just not taking advantage of it.
That's so true. Man, there's lots of similarities of things I went through with same as Shawn. Do you ever remember the show Mythbusters?
I do.
So back when Google would allow you,
going.
back when Google would allow you, I would upload. I had video. I went and had a commercial made, and I uploaded and had it specifically running on MythBusters show. Okay. And
nice.
We got a great response because at that time I was selling parts, how to fix your phone and things like that. And we had done a commercial. So I've done commercials. I've done insert cards. Back in the early 2000s, I was doing insert cards. Of course, then when they're buying through your website, you just ask for anything you want. But
nothing like this, though, right?
Nothing like that. Not even close. Not even close. But they weren't black and white, at least. They were color, and they were nice cardboard ones. Thick paper, I mean. So yeah, just a lot of similarities. I love having Shawn on. He's
an
always
attention-getting marketing device, man.
Absolutely.
I hand you something as simple as my business card, and I'll give you one in Austin here in a few days. It's metal. It's thick metal.
I love those.
It's black. Yeah. One side is an American Express Centurion black card, and the other side is my likeness with a QR code. That's something you're not going to throw away anytime soon, right? I don't know about you. I've been trying to get a black card for like 17 years or so, and they keep saying, no, we don't want your money. So I'm going to give you a black card when I see you, and it's going to have my handsome face on the opposite side with a QR code. That's the difference.
Wait until I blow Shawn away and don't give him a business card, but all my contact info ends up on his phone with promotional offers.
I like that. So you're going to scan my
we're going to talk.
All right, let's do that.
Well, Shawn, why don't you tell everybody how they get a hold of you if they want to find out more information about yourself, about the book, about Post Purchase Pro? Throw it all up there, and let's make sure everybody can get some more information here.
Well, I've created something extraordinary in anticipation of being on your show. So I have 4 core concepts that's helped us grow faster, be more profitable than our competitors, and exit at higher multiples through building customer lists. So those 4 core strategies are what I call the Amazon tripwire concept. You're going to love that. This is about how to launch a low-cost, low-hurdle product first before you launch your hero product and build a list. I'm going to show you how to double your business every 30 days until you maximize all the traffic on Amazon, right? This is my creative cloning concept. I'm going to show you my Amazon listing value stack, which shows you how to create an Amazon listing that can never be competed with because you add so much value that doesn't add any additional cost to you or the buyer. So you can't be competed with. And then finally, I'm going to show you something that we probably shouldn't talk about publicly. So there are 4 core strategies, right?
And another special
and
private item. Secret item.
Exactly. So cool. You'll understand when you see it. But I prepared the URL to get that for absolutely nothing, but an email address is postpurchasepro.com/final, FINANAL, postpurchasepro.com/final. If you opt in, you get that. You not only get a free physical copy of my book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets. Yes, we're going to mail one to you in the mail, but you're also going to get those 4 core strategies and some bonus materials that I prepared where I show you like an entire customer flow chart style mind map of how we acquire customers on Amazon and keep them around longer and make them more valuable over time. How do you like that?
That's perfect. Amazing. That's perfect. I messed up on the screen splash. Here we go. postpurchasepro.com/final. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir. And I'd love to invite folks to join us on our weekly podcast. It's the Post Purchase Podcast, available on all platforms.
Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, you can go to postpurchasepodcast.com to get to that if you'd like. And of course, you could also check out Sellernomics.com. I do own that website and trademark on the name. So that's always cool. Shawn, totally great having you on. Man, this just the information this week. Lisa, has this been an amazing week? Like we've had some amazing guests on this week.
This has been the best.
The cherry. He literally just the cherry on top. He's just killing it. He's absolutely killing it. Everybody be sure to reach out to Shawn Hart at Post Purchase Pro. He's all over social media. You can hit him on social media, at shows. He's going to be at quite a few different shows coming up in the next few months. I'm going to be hanging out with them. If you're not sure who he is, come ask me. I'll be happy to come over and introduce you to him. Go download his book or get it and read it, whatever you feel like works best for you. Shawn, great time, great content, and just absolutely great having you on the show. Thank you so much for all the great information. It's been amazing.
Thank you. Loved it.
All right, everybody. Time. Yeah, for sure. Or in a couple of days when I see you. So everybody feel free to reach out to postpurchasepro.com, and we'll see you on the next episode of Sellernomics.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Sellernomics podcast. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gatita. Did you know that Amazon probably owes you money for FBA reimbursements? Get $400 in free FBA reimbursements at gatita.com/Sellernomics. Be sure to join us again next week for more great tips on how to grow your business. And thanks again for listening.